Welcome back to Frontier Garage, everyone. Today, I'm installing something which I never planned on installing because I didn't think I would ever need it. It's these seat risers from Z1 Off-Road. Now, these are just 1-inch blocks which go under the front of your seat, raising it up. If you look at the seat adjustments that you get, obviously you can move it forward and back. You can adjust the angle of the back so you can recline it or push it forward, and you can move it up or down. However, there's no way to just pivot the front of the seat up like this. In fact, when you move it up, the back comes up higher than the front. So I'm not sure if you could tell on camera, but it kind of moves up like this. Now, I've had the truck for over 2 years and I've taken some long road trips, and I noticed that after a couple of hours of driving, I start to feel a little discomfort in my thighs. I noticed that in my driving position, my legs right above my knees had no support due to this part not being able to pivot up. So I thought these little seat risers could do the trick, as what they're going to do is they're going to go down here and lift up the front by 1 inch. This is going to be a pretty simple and straightforward install. In the package, you get the two 1-inch blocks along with a couple of bolts that we're going to use later. And that's pretty much it. So now to get started, you want to move the seat back all the way, just so you have plenty of room here. Use a pry tool to pop off this little plastic piece here, as well as this rubber piece here. So once you pop off that piece, you'll see the bolt on that side exposed. Same thing, just use the pry tool to lift this up, and then you'll see the bolt under there. Now, both of these bolts are 14 millimeter hex, so use a 14 millimeter socket to take out both of those bolts. All right, so once you take out both those bolts, this is what it should look like. And then you want to move your seat all the way up so we can expose the back bolts. All right, and then you want to come over to the back here, and if you have the floor mats or whatever, you're gonna have to take them out just so you have room. Same thing here in the back. You want to take this piece out with a pry tool, as well as this whole plastic piece out. I kind of just pulled from the side and made that loose from both this side and this side, and now stick your pry tool in here and lift up, and there it is. And there it is. Just pull that off. So if you look at it, it's held in by this thing and this thing in the front, and then this piece and this piece in the back. So it's kind of like clamped on like that. So yeah, anyway, let's pull that off, and then same thing over here. Stick your pry tool in and take this piece out. All right, there you go. Just like the front, it just opens up to the back. Then that'll expose the bolt here and the bolt here. Now, for the back, these two bolts, we don't need to completely remove them. You just want to loosen them up so that the seat can pivot up from the front. Again, both of these are also 14 millimeters, so just use the same socket to loosen these two up. All right, so loosened up both of those bolts. Again, don't remove them, just loosen them up. Then you want to come back around to the front and move the seat back all the way. All right, now that we removed the two bolts in the front and loosened the two in the back, if you just come here and grab the seat, you can just lift it up like so. So yeah, what you want to do is lift up the seat and then slide this block in. And you want the side that's has the slope towards the front. Obviously this is not in place, but yeah, that's how it should look. And for these blocks, the bolts that you're given, you want to use these 2 black bolts. And then in the block, if you'll notice, it has a bunch of holes. So this one is where the new bolt that came with it will go in here. And that secures it to the floor. And then the existing bolt is what will go through here and this in the back. So the first step is you want to secure the block to the floor by using these new bolts. So I'm going to do that. And yeah, then to bolt these, you're going to use a 8mm. So again, this is what I was saying. The new bolt is going to go through that front hole and secure that to the floor. Then you'll use the old bolt to then clamp the seat onto that piece. And you want to tighten up that new bolt to 33 pound-feet. All right, so that is tightened, and this is tightened too. Now what we're going to do is take the old bolts and then screw them in to the new blocks. Like, we're going to screw in the seat to that new block. So yeah, as you're tightening them up, make sure they stay straight so that the holes match up. So yeah, now we're going to just tighten these up, same 33 pound-feet. All right, so there we go. So what I've done is I've just hand tightened this, and I'm also going to just hand tighten this one on the other side. So I'm not going to tighten them to the torque setting just yet. Just hand tighten both of them, and then move the seat forward. And I'm going to go back and tighten the bolts in the back that we loosened. All right, so again, that bolt and that bolt. Just going to tighten both of them down to 33 pound-feet. We can put the covers back, snap it in place, grab this one, this back in place. Now, I lost the audio for this part of the footage, but that's pretty much it. You just want to put everything back the way it was. And this is a pretty simple installation, but the difference it makes in comfort is honestly pretty surprising. Since installing it, I took a 12-hour road trip to Georgia for Z1 Off-Road's open house, and the difference was immediately noticeable. I mean, the leg pain I mentioned at the beginning of the video was completely gone, and I was comfortable for the entire drive. Now, 1 inch might not seem like a lot, but if you're struggling to find a comfortable seating position in the Frontier here, or just if you regularly take long road trips, I think this small modification could make a bigger difference than you would expect. So yeah, if you guys liked this video and found it helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so I can keep making more content.